Whoa, wait, hold it. That was a weird camera angle. Looked like the camera was over here.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh, I know what it is. We had to turn it around.
Oh.
What happened to my show?
God, we're stupid. So
I'm in here logging into the Matrix to try to figure out what the hell I can do to fix this.
It's time for Irritable Dad Syndrome. We rock and roll until a reasonable hour and party only when appropriate. Please say hello to your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 307.
Hey, have you listened to our episode about thermal detonators? Episode 18?
Yes, we're on episode 307. Episode 18, for some reason, has resurged in popularity, and we have no idea why. We haven't ran videos of it. We didn't re-release it. We didn't George Lucas it and put it out on DVD Blu-ray. It's just...
If you go to our website at www.irritabledadsyndrome.com, you will see summaries and all kinds of search features and everything about all the episodes that we do.
Every
videos,
episode.
Merch, all the kinds of fun stuff, pictures of us, all those fun things. And so I went to our website to say, what in the hell were we talking about in episode 18?
Yeah.
We talked about The Mandalorian, and Darin
I made
something.
I made some jokes about one of the original Star Wars trilogy films.
The prequels took me out of the movie every time R2 did like Matrix stuff.
Fly.
R2 is a rolling trash can.
Right.
And he always has been. Yes. But for some reason in episode, was it 2 and 3 or whatever, he's flying around.
Yeah, he's
making cocktails.
Yeah.
He's juggling stuff.
Exactly.
It's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
So I think that, at least in The Last Jedi, that took me completely out of it. And still the blue milk thing it's just, to me, that was a big flip off.
Yeah. Well, Luke couldn't possibly talk like he did in the first one, because then it's like you just want to smack him.
Yeah.
But I want to go to Tashi and get some power convert.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up,
dude. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Return of the Jedi, Luke.
I agree.
And Solo, and when Lando shows up in what's he show up in? Lando shows up in Rise of Skywalker. He talks like Lando always talked, you know. And the Lando in Solo talks like Lando always talked. You know, he doesn't have...
How you doing, Chewbacca?
Yeah, he's like, hey, what's up?
Hello, ladies.
You know, but if he's throwing out things like, if he's walking in like, what's the deal with all these thermal detonators? It just doesn't fit.
Lando Seinfeld. Does he have the Force or not? I mean, come on.
Yeah, Chewbacca just slides in, slams the door.
How long does it
We're out there, Jerry.
How long does it take to get out of warp drive? And I was like, okay, yeah. What's the deal with
all these Jawas?
And I remember I enjoyed the episode. I mean, God, it was 5 years ago. I can't tell you much more about it.
And those were in our dark years.
We had one microphone.
We had one microphone.
It sounded
we were
like ass.
Sleeping under an overpass.
That's right.
Deep frying rats to just keep going.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, I'm happy that people are listening to it. I hope they enjoy it. And I would really hope is that after they listen to episode 18, they listen to all the episodes after that. So,
19.
Yeah, 20.
21.
Before we get into the nuts and the bolts of this week's episode, episode 307, if anybody listened to episode 306, you have no idea the type of day that I had today, because Mike, and I've left you out of this. You've welcome.
Left me out of this?
I left you out of this because Mike and I share duties on this podcast, okay? Mike does the website, and he handles all the videos, and he makes the graphics for every episode.
Mike's been on a vacation for about a week, in case you haven't noticed.
Yes, he has. Well, I handle a lot of the other things that go on with the podcast. Mainly today, I have been putting out fires all day long. And when I say I've been putting out fires, it's an expression. I haven't actually put out a fire. There's no hose. There's no, what's that called? Fire extinguisher.
Water, Dalmatian dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
No Dalmatians were harmed in the making of this story. So episode 306 caused a lot of tension with our advertisers. I was on the phone with 4 different people today. The first person who called me was with Whompers All Beef Footlong Hot Dogs. His name is Mark Milliken. He is the rep at Whompers.
Okay.
He calls me up and he says, Darin, and it's like I'm talking to my mother. He says, I'm not angry with you guys, but I am disappointed.
And I'm like, I'd hang up on his ass right then.
And I said, Mark, why are you disappointed? And he said, your last episode was titled, Why Are Hot Dogs Wet? And we were like, well, why wasn't there a tie-in, a special sponsorship with Whompers for your episode with Steve Young?
Yeah.
So I said, Mark, that's a very good question. I'm telling you, it was nothing intentional. It wasn't, as the kids say, it wasn't a diss. It wasn't a slight.
We weren't throwing shade.
No, we were not throwing shade. So I called Karen Hawkins. She is our sales director. And I asked her, I said, Karen, can you explain anything about what goes on here when we pick advertisers for our selected episodes? So this all happens sometimes weeks, maybe even a month in advance. And she said, Darin, I reached out to all of our sponsors when I told them, as soon as we knew that we had a special guest and the special guest was going to be world premiering a song, I reached out to every sponsor we had and I said, we have one availability in this episode. Would you like it? The first person who responded, and actually the only person who responded, was Uncle Chappie's Soothing Miracle Lip Balm. They said, we would love to have a commercial in this episode. So we gave that time to Uncle Chappie's. Okay, so the second person who I spoke with was another guy named Mark Sink. He is a rep with Chappie's, Uncle Chappie's Soothing Miracle Lip Balm. And he said almost the same thing that our friends at Whomper said, that, well, actually, he wasn't upset or disappointed with me. He was confused. And I said, what's the problem? He said, well, our commercial for Uncle Chappie's ran in your episode, and then Steve Young started talking about a character named Uncle Pockets. And he feels that that's going to be confusing for his clients. And I really wanted to say, how stupid do you think your clients are?
Yeah,
but I didn't.
I mean,
because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
So, and I had to explain to him. I said, "What, did you not want your commercial to air?" And he goes, "Oh no, we wanted the commercial to air, but we were hoping that Steve Young would not have told that story." To which I said, "You can't just dictate what a guest says and doesn't say.
They're going to do what we have freedom of speech.
Guests
right?
are going to guess.
Yeah.
Right?
He's going to guess going to guess.
And I'm sorry, but that Uncle Pocket story was hysterical.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Uncle Chappie's in a wad. We got a call from a listener, which here's the call right now.
Hey, a long-time listener. Never really liked the show that much, but I love this one. Can we turn this podcast into the Steve Young show? And then maybe like every once in a while he could have one of those other guys on?
Thank you, caller. This guy, it sounds like he wanted Steve Young to do the entire episode, I think, without us. It's like, okay, the last call that I got was from Steve Young's manager.
Okay.
Now, Steve Young's manager calls me up, and he said that he was under the impression that Steve Young would be talking about a book and some of his short films that he made. And I said, we talked to him about that.
Yeah.
He says it wasn't in the episode. So I went and I talked to our editors. And it turns out when we did the episode last week, we had to stop in the middle. Okay, we recorded on Zoom and we were about to run out of time and we were going to have to start Zoom again. So we stopped and then we started again. Somewhere in the middle, we lost some audio with Steve Young. We still have it, but it did not make it in that episode. So I'm wheeling and dealing, and I like to make people happy, Mike. So this is what I did. I told the people at Whompers All Beef Footlong Hot Dogs, we are going to air the song again. Why Are Hot Dogs Wet? We are going to air it again on this episode. It will be sponsored by Whoppers. And they said, thank you. To Uncle Chappie's, I told them in a future episode, not this episode. This episode's already blocked out with an advertiser. I told them in a future episode, we will put you on and we're going to comp them.
Okay.
Free of charge. Okay. I think
that's a good
fair.
thing.
I think
a lot of people don't know the lingo.
Yeah. I think it's
comp is not an attack.
That's right.
We're giving money.
We are letting them have airtime for free. Okay. Yeah. And I understand. You see, I don't have to do that because I don't think that's a legitimate gripe. I'm like, people are going to get confused. I don't think they are. I think people are smarter than that. Still, I don't want people upset. I definitely don't want our advertisers upset because you remember last year at the Christmas party?
Yeah.
I mean, we had people from Whoppers and people from Uncle Chappie's and people from Zipper Lube.
Zipper Lube guys were off the chain.
They were having more fun than I've ever seen. And anyway, whenever they come to the Christmas party, the first thing that they do is go up to Dave Lay and they ask him to say things. Hi, I'm Dave Lay. And read this for me. And they just get a hoot.
And they got a little too deep in the punch. The elf is still suing us.
They did. We can't afford any more punch.
No.
So I took care of Whoppers. I took care of Uncle Chappie's. And then with Steve Young, what we're going to do is right now we're going to play the missing part of his interview that was supposed to be in the episode last week. We're back with Steve Young, writer, actor, extraordinaire, musician, all-around good guy, friend to everyone. Steve, it seems like every time I turn around, you have another quirky project in the mix. You've got the 555 horror stories, and you've acted in a lot of little short films that, in my opinion, are brilliant. I can't remember the name of the one where you're hiking and God speaks to you.
Oh, that's called Brief Survey. Overcome the beauty of the New Mexico mountains and just say, oh, thank you, God. Mm-hmm. And then...
Thank you for contacting the Almighty God. The quality of your spiritual experience is very important to us. Sir, would you be willing to take a brief customer satisfaction survey?
Okay.
Yeah, and that was inspired, as many of my ideas for short films are, by the location. I had been to New Mexico a little bit and just thought, what could happen up in these unbelievably majestic mountains? And eventually hit upon a version of that idea.
Yeah. But no, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then the one where you are the day shift worker at the lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lighthouse, and he works the day shift.
Just very proud of my, it's a very long-running historic position at this Cape Cod lighthouse where the day keeper, where you can't tell whether the light's even on or not, but he, in his heart, he knows it's and it's the saddest thing. Everybody's very defensive about it. Yeah.
But it's brilliant. One of the many things about you that fascinates me, because you are a writer. So, I mean, I'm wondering, are you constantly writing? Are you always thinking of things? What's that process like? Because you used to do it on the daily. What about now?
Yeah, well, and for decades, any kernel of an idea I had about any creative observation or funny idea would get funneled into the Letterman funnel, because that was just where material had to go, and it was endless, and you had to keep finding things to do there. And then without that, it's been a little bit of a period of adjustment. Songwriting has definitely taken up a lot of that. Like if I go out on a walk around the city or out in the country or something and see something weird and funny, and I start thinking about it, now it'll probably be a little 45-second funny song music video. But I do have the occasional longer writing projects. I may have mentioned that I've completed a novel. I've done a couple drafts of it. I got Rich Duncan, who is from the Deathbed site where my 555 story was published. He had some good notes. I said, would you be interested in taking a look at a novel and see if what jars you or particularly entertains you? So he's working his way through that now, and it's not primarily comedic. I think it's told in a fun, occasionally funny way, but it's not a comedy story per se.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Oh, hey, everybody. You like recordings, yeah?
You were worried that was going to happen.
I'm sitting here trying to keep my together, and you are...
Sorry.
Well, it's good to know that we're recording.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we are. We're having a good time. And we're back.
So I have a little addendum
Yeah.
to all of that.
Yeah.
So thank you for keeping me out of it.
You're welcome.
I had to let one of our colleagues go.
Who?
And I didn't want to bother you with it because you get so upset and you don't like to deal with all that buffoonery. But Derek Johansson, and I'm happy. I'm okay to say his name because in his severance package, there's an agreement that he's not allowed to listen to the show.
It's Johansson. He hates when you call him Johansson.
You know what? He doesn't work here no more.
Okay,
so it's Derek Johansson.
Derek Johansson is Yo fired.
I thought that we were an international comedic powerhouse podcast. I mean, we're just a couple listeners away from being on Sirius.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got people listening to us in Thailand.
We do.
Yeah. Thermal detonators for some reason.
Yes.
The point is, I would have thought that a podcast of that caliber would have the professional version of Zoom. Little did I know that we didn't. And in the midst of the interview with Mr. Stephen Young,
yes,
I get the little...
Not the football guy.
The little who's it's what's it's that says, enjoying this, why not pay for the full thing? Now, we're an international, renowned, Emmy-winning, Oscar-winning podcast. We can't stop.
No. Well, we had to.
We can't stop in the middle with a guest of that caliber and rejigger everything. Yeah. But rejigger we did.
We did.
And that interview got chopped up as a result. So Johansson's out.
Yeah.
Johansson went back to Yo Mama.
Did we? He went back to his mama. Did we fire the audio guy? Because Steve Young's audio had a nice echo to it.
I don't know if it ever felt like a normal job because every day you're starting from scratch and every day might be your best, funniest idea ever.
I had to go in and I had to de-echo everything that Steve Young said.
I'm going to let you guys in. I mean, we've been together for 307 episodes at this point. I'll let you in a little secret with the way me and Darin do this thing. When we have no guest and it's just us two dudes in a basement, everything works flawlessly.
Flawless.
Never a problem.
Nary a problem.
The instant we have a guest, it all flies off the chain.
Yeah, it does.
One of our most frequent guests, Adam Neediff, has been on 4 times?
4 times.
The 4th time was one of the most brutal, technical. We could hear nor see him for a very long time.
Yeah. And God love him, he was as patient as could possibly be. Yeah. And when we got him, he was so excited.
He was so, and we don't do that on purpose.
And I've talked to him; he is going to come back.
Oh,
he's going to be. He is going to be the first 5-timer on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
I'll need to re-up my prescriptions before he comes on because that's a lot of stress. I thought that was a good episode last week, though. You should go back and listen to it.
Episode 306 was fantastic. Steve Young was seriously one of the best guests we've ever had. Go to steveyoungworld.com and you can see for yourself just how funny he is. All the little project that he has going on there, and he's got some of his music and some of his a lot of his comedic projects. He's a brilliant mind and a super nice guy. Proud to call him a friend, and I'm surprised he actually came on the podcast, but he did. And so go check out steveyoungworld.com. I watched a documentary last week.
Did you really? Did you learn something?
Oh yeah.
Is this the one about the lady with the foot?
No. That was another one. That's for another episode. I watched Billy Idol Should Be Dead.
Okay.
It's the Billy Idol documentary.
Okay, that's what this is. And in Rundown, I thought you turned on Billy Idol.
No, I did not turn on Billy Idol.
Okay.
So I'm watching this documentary about Billy Idol. Now, I knew he did the drugs. I knew he did...
what?
I knew he dabbled in alcohol.
Okay.
I knew that he liked the ladies. But, oh my God. Let me just, and I'm not going to make a joke here about people who are addicted to heroin, because that is a serious issue. I will say, if you are on the fence about whether you should try heroin or not.
I recommend against it.
Yes, I do. And Billy Idol should be dead is the reason why you should be against doing heroin. My Lord, he did all the heroin. All of it. They had to just go back to the original recipe and build more heroin. I have never... man... I mean, good God. And then I found out that...
Did they try to come out with new heroin and he made them go back to classic heroin?
Like classic heroin. Yeah. No, I knew he had... I knew his daughter had a baby, so I knew he was a grandfather a few years ago because you could follow... I think it was Poppy
Idol?
Poppy Idol. I think it was his handle on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Instant Gramophone. You go to Instant Gramophone and look up Poppy Idol, and there are all these awesome pictures of Billy Idol with his grandkid just rolling around playing and doing all this fun, crazy stuff. And I'm like, Billy Idol looks like the best grandfather ever, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew that, but I'm watching this documentary, and it turns out that he had another kid with another lady because he was...
He got around.
He had two other kids out
he
of wedlock.
Rocked the cradle of love, as it were. Yeah.
He rocked the cradle of love, absolutely. So all of his kids are in this documentary, and they're just like, Billy Idol's my dad. They think it's just cool as hell, which, I mean, of course it is, right? Anywho, again, don't do drugs, guys. No. My God, he did all the drugs. And something else about Billy Idol that's always bugged me, and I meant to talk about this a couple of weeks ago, is his logo. Okay, if you've seen the logo, it's in capital letters Billy. Okay, and then inside the B, inside the straight part of the B is a capital I. Yeah. Okay, inside the capital I is a little D for ID.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and then you got L. Or O, and then L.
Yeah.
But then you have the Y of Billy that has nothing in it.
Yeah.
And it's always funny because they put a period in there. Billy, period, Idol. And the period just, it doesn't belong there. And if they take it out, then it looks like there's an empty space. And it's just always driven me absolutely crazy. I don't have OCD, but that bugs me. Mm-hmm. It seriously bugs me, and I have no joke to go with this. Please say something.
This portion of our show is brought to you by The Fun Hose. Hi, I'm Dave Lay. Can't afford your own backyard pool? Do you have neighbors with a pool but they never invite you over? Is there a neighborhood pool nearby but it's always packed full of morons you just don't like? Well, do I have good news for you? All you gotta do is hook up the Fun Hose. It's no ordinary hose. This hose is ergonomically built to help you cool off and enjoy summer to the fullest. Just crank the Fun Hose up to high, stand under the refreshing spray, and cool off all day long. The Fun Hose. Ask for it by name. Please wear proper swim attire when using the Fun Hose. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Astute listeners will know that I have recently purchased a vehicle, an automobile, as it were, a car.
I think you're taking the Lificent a little too. Okay, Mike, you bought a new car.
I bought a new car.
And you still have the Kia.
Yeah, I do.
Still sitting out there.
I don't know what to do with it. I was thinking about for funsies, just going out there and just moving around the neighborhood every couple of days.
What you need to do is like pretend we're in Kentucky and put your car in the lawn on blocks.
I might just take a picture of it and start selling pieces of it on eBay, like the right front tire, the left windshield wiper. But with a new car, because the same thing happened with when we got Best's Highlander, is they give you a free trial of Sirius XM radio. Now, if you had met me any time before
Yacht Rock all day long,
all this, I was the biggest anti-Sirius XM person on the planet. If anyone within earshot of me said anything about Sirius, I'd be like, why? Why do you need that? You got Spotify, you got YouTube Music, you got Amazon Music, you got the radio, you got all the. Why do you? I mean,
why do you have to do everything?
You got a Pearl Jam channel, you got a Springsteen channel.
You can
if you got Spotify, you could just put those things in. So I started messing around with it out of spite, right? I just said, do you want to install the Sirius app? Sure. Did it. And then there's U2 X Radio comes up because the government's listening to us.
Yes.
And of course it pops up when I'm playing with this thing. Like literally, I'm not kidding. The first thing came was like, you might like U2. I was like, well, thank you. And I tapped it and I'm addicted to it now.
Yeah.
You would think, and I know, don't even start with your keyboard warrior. Of course, if it's a whole thing full of U2, it's going to suck. I would have thought that a channel full of nothing but U2 music would get boring and start to get old. It's not all U2. It's like 85% U2, and then they have other things.
Boner will get on there and play music that he likes.
Edge is on there a lot.
Yeah.
They have a segment that pops up a lot, Edge's Respect. And he talks about artists that influence them or artists that he has a lot of respect for,
right,
and why. And then they'll play a track or two of those artists and then they go back to it. You'll have random stories. Bono comes on there and talks about just random things. And I'm having a kick. And my favorite thing about it is that every VJ, are they VJs, XJs?
No, they're not VJs. That was on MTV. That was
DJs,
Martha Quinn.
They're not DJs.
Alan Hunter.
MP3Js. Whoever these people are that are on there talking, they're all Irish.
JJ Jackson.
Which cracked me up at first. I was like, come on, is the Lucky Charms guy going to come on at some point? But they're all super Irish.
Is Van Morrison on there?
No, but they've played him.
Oh, yeah.
They played Van Morrison.
They like him.
They like him.
There's this, there's this lady on the TikTok who, God, is she Irish? We're out here, we're looking at the land where the Loch Ness and something, and she's talking about
tree fitting.
Yeah. No, there is a lake.
Yeah.
That's called Loch Ness.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, and she's talking about that, and then I go instantly to the comments to see how long it takes somebody to say I need tree fitting.
Yeah.
And every single time.
I need about tree fitting.
And then it's like either that or people go, I love you and I want you to marry me and something else.
Yeah.
But my God, is she Irish?
That's awesome.
And hey, listen, if you're Irish, rock and roll, man. Put on some sunscreen and enjoy being Irish.
So here's the deal. U2 has tons of like just standard rock stuff. Then they have their experimental stuff. They have some stuff that are on movie soundtracks. Then there are electronica dance remixes of all their stuff that they did to get their stuff played in Europe, because a lot of them European kids like to go to the discotheque, right? And shake their buttocks.
Shake their booty. So
they have a lot of things there. So the cool thing about the X Radio is it shuffles all that together. So you'll be out in the desert with them eating granola, looking for things with or without you. And then boom, you're in the club getting down at the discotheque. Right? And then you're waving your fists in the air, Sunday Bloody Sunday, and then boom, you're the theme from Batman. They did a Batman theme on one of the shows. It's all over the place.
Oh, and then
I can't get enough of it.
Hey, Spider-Man, turn out the lights.
Yeah. Spider-Man, it's just, Yeah.
Look, Bono, what are you doing? I'm eating granola and looking for things.
It's time now for an Irritable Dad Syndrome previous story update.
Oh, I have an oats overnight update.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've ordered my second pack. It's up there.
Okay.
The one that I saved, the flavor that I saved for last was peanut butter and chocolate, basically the Reese's.
That sounds delicious.
I thought it sounded disgusting. And when I ordered my second batch, I ordered that before I was finished with the first batch. I made sure that none of that was going to be in the second batch. It's my favorite. I downed it, and I was like, I would like more of that,
Your
please.
peanut butter's in my chocolate.
Yeah, your chocolate's all over the peanut butter.
Yeah.
As it were.
Let's go look for some things.
This has been an Irritable Dad Syndrome previous story update.
When did you start laughing like that?
I don't know. I'm tired of Chipotle at my burrito. Give me a moment here.
What did Chipotle do this time?
See, the Chipotle that I go to, I had a problem with it for a long time because they would say, your burrito is ready. and you go and there's no burrito there. There's no burrito because some jackhole ordered like their burrito catering thing. So they just stopped making orders and they make burritos for this jackhole. Like 200 burritos. And then everybody's standing there. Once I waited 45 minutes for my burrito.
That's too long.
It's too long. I was like cramming it down my throat on my way back to work to not be late back from the who's it's what's it's. But then they got their act together. New management came in. All the people that were there got fired. All kinds of new people come in. Fired? Because new people came in. Sorry, I don't go too far down the...
I hope Derek Johansson wasn't working that day.
Derek Johansson is probably... Johansson. They got their act together. It says your burrito's ready. I walk in. They're putting it on the thing. They're yelling out Mike. But recently, they have been giving me other people's burritos. And I gotta tell you... some of you people going to Chipotle need to calm your and eat a normal burrito. What's this corn? Somebody, Mike R got he got steak with extra sour cream.
Okay,
the corn, and like the light salsa doubled up.
The corn salsa.
It was a cold burrito.
You know that doesn't digest.
No.
That's going to come out looking exactly like it was when you ate it.
I expect a hot burrito,
disgusting.
Both in terms of temperature and, what is that called? Spice. I hold off the flavonoids with the chips, with the salt. You know what I mean? Get in there.
I do know what salt is.
It's ecstasy.
Yeah.
But not when you throw corn and sour cream in that mix.
I like a little sour cream.
Maize.
A little sour cream, and then you're good. I used to not like Chipotle
I got
at all. And then finally we were going out to eat, and it was the only place in town where we were. I'm like, fine. And I tried it, and I'm like, damn it. I like it. Whatever they used to put in there, that funk taste to it, they didn't put any funk in it.
I was anti-sour cream for a long time, and then I started getting a little bit of sour cream, but then they just started putting it all over the place. It tastes like a cow sat in my burrito, so I had to get rid of that. Ridiculous.
That is.
It's time now for the Chick-fil-A Story of the Week.
It sent me back to Chick-fil-A, and I'm dealing with them. You want the nuggets fried like we do? I'm not going down that route.
Libby and I went to Chick-fil-A the other night, and I've told her, I don't know what her deal is. I love her dearly. I love her just so much. But when we go to Chick-fil-A, I don't like the person I turn into, because I look at her and I say, do not talk. Don't say a word. When I order my food, you stand there and you don't speak. She's like, why? I'm like, because you're always like, thank you. Because I hate it. I hate when they say it's my pleasure. Yeah. It's fake. It is fake. And if they really cared, they would say, you're welcome. Yeah. Right? If they really cared, but they don't, because it's fake, and they got the man breathing down their neck, making them say it's my pleasure. So I ordered my food, and then Libby ordered her food, and I said, here's the money. And Libby says, thank you. And I shot her this look. She goes, what? I didn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, you did. No, I didn't. You did. And then they brought it to the table. Thank you. And she goes, oh my God, I can't help it. I can't help it. And she doesn't just go, thank you. She goes, thank you. Now, here's the thing. She's like, well, why are you being mean to the employees at Chick-fil-A? I'm not being mean to the employees at Chick-fil-A. I say things besides thank you. I say, you are a rock star, or I want you to have a fantastic day. And I say something nice to them, but I don't say thank you. And then they look at me like, what am I supposed to say? They're confused. They almost have to go back to their guidebook. I'm like, what do you do if someone doesn't say? Anyway, I completely went off the rails.
This has been the Chick-fil-A Story of the Week.
Do you want to know how old I am, Mike?
I know. Yes, I do. I want to know how old you are, Darin.
This is how old I am. Libby and I and the boys over the summer, we're going to go on a cruise. Okay. So Libby was calling around.
Are they putting you on a different boat?
They're going to wish they did. They're going to wish.
Pull you on a jet ski behind the thing.
So we're calling, and we get in touch with this travel group thing place. And they called and like, if you were 50 or over, push 2. So push 2. And they said, if you would like to press 3 and register to win a free medic alert bracelet.
Okay.
Now, where were we? Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Libby had to hang up because we were laughing so hard. Like, are we that old that we're going to try to win a free medic alert bracelet?
Yeah, you got to choose your coffin before you get on the boat in case you keel over on the deck.
My God. I don't think they're that expensive. Usually your insurance will cover those. But I'm like, I'm not that old. I don't need a medic alert bracelet.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you go on this cruise and you do pass away, would you want them to bring you all the way back here and bury, or just throw you overboard?
No. That's I've told many people, Viking funeral. Send me off in the middle of the Pacific or the Atlantic.
That would be so awesome.
Light a torch. I've told Jacob and Cameron, they know that's what they're supposed to do, and that's what they are going to do. And Libby said, Darin, that's illegal. And I said, only if they get caught. And what are they going to arrest them for? I'm already dead.
Yeah.
Light my ass on fire, push me out into the middle. Yes. Push me out into the middle of I don't care if it's a pond or my neighbor's pool. Actually, I have 2 neighbors that have a pool. Disregard that.
This episode of Irritable Dad Syndrome contains adult themes and is intended for mature audiences only.
This is going to get a little dirty.
Oh.
I'm watching TikTok. And 3 weeks ago, something like that, this video came up. This family, they have this giant turtle. I think the turtle's name is Seamus. The turtle is...
Good name.
The turtle is like the size of a Volkswagen bug, but it's not as tall.
Is it like a tortoise?
It's a giant turtle or tortoise. Yeah, giant. It's got to be 80 years old. I don't know what. Angry as This turtle is constantly attacking the outdoor furniture. And they're like, Seamus, stop it! And he's like, he gets hold of one of the tables and starts to push and push and push. And they're like stopping him. And then he attacks another chair, and then he goes after. And it's like, why would you want?
Why
this
do you have
turtle?
that thing?
Why? Yes. Why? Well, I mean, I don't know how they would possibly get rid of it. Who's going to take a giant?
Just leave
turtle
the gate
that?
open and don't pay attention for a while.
So, Seamus the turtle comes up in my feed, and Seamus is a basketball. Just going to town.
I have
on this
questions
basketball.
of anatomy. So
And
is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
Any question you have,
No.
I don't know.
All right.
Because I had the same question. I don't know.
Sounds unsanitary.
And I remember a couple of years ago, we had the episode Cicadas Banging on the Internet. Okay. And the same thoughts came to my mind. This poor turtle is just having some fun. Granted, it's with a basketball. But you don't have to videotape him. You don't have to record him. You don't have to put him on the internet where the whole world now, thousands of people have watched this turtle get it on with a basketball. It's like, where's the privacy? Nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
And this turtle sounded like he was.
I mean, he was. Yeah. He was ready to go.
And I'm sorry. And then
I mean, at that age, he's taking the pill. He's only got a few hours of to go.
And I'm like, Darin, you're the one sitting here watching
Yeah,
this.
you're watching turtle things.
I'm watching turtle basketball. Thanks, TikTok.
It doesn't happen in Super Mario Brothers.
No, it doesn't.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome. Congratulations for making it this far. The rest of the show only gets better from here.
Mike and I, we saw each other over the weekend. We were both invited to a birthday party.
Yeah, a birthday party at a James Bond villain's compound.
Yes.
I kept waiting for Christopher Walken to walk out with a cigarette.
We're
and tell
happy
us,
that you're here. There's going to be cake over there. later tonight.
Yeah.
Our friends Ann and Dave invited us all, and Libby and Bess and I, we all went to Ann, and it was Dave's birthday party. And I originally wasn't going to go because Dave has a beef with me, and I got to talk to him about that.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what the hell?
Turns out he was when he came to your house. Nobody told me that you guys were outside.
Yeah, we were outside.
Okay, I thought he came into the house. You guys were outside. That's what made the difference.
Okay.
So anyway, he said that he was not dissing me, that he was not throwing shade. There was no ill will against me. So anyway, everything's good to go if you're counting. So yeah, we went to the party and we're sitting there and we met a couple named Nina and Jorge. And I've never met a person named Jorge. And they're cool as hell.
Yeah.
We're having a blast talking to Nina and Jorge. So the conversation always comes up to, what do you do? Nina works at the hospital. She actually knows Libby. They have communicated before. So Jorge used to work for and I told him in early 2000, I had done some freelance work for Corporation, and when I got there I had to sign a disclosure, a waiver, a thing saying that anything I see there I would not tell anybody about. Okay,
so here we are, an international podcast about to tell everything.
It was 25 years ago. Okay, 26 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So when I was freelancing, I saw the Swiffer.
Okay. All right.
I saw the Swiffer before they released it internationally. And then, like everybody, if you probably still have one, look behind your couch. I think you have a Swiffer. So I was telling them, like, I knew about the Swiffer before anybody else did, and I thought that was cool. So then inevitably we started talking about, I also did some work for pharmaceutical. And what I would do is if there was a woman and she was talking about some new medication that they're soon to release, and one of the benefits of it is less anal leakage.
I mean, I don't mind less of that. I think that's an aspect you want to minimize
right.
as much as possible.
And so Nina and Jorge start laughing, and Jorge starts talking about when came out.
Yeah.
This
oil.
Yes. Was supposed to be with less calories and less
So it's very long chained oil, but you could still eat it, and it your body wouldn't break it down, and it just slides through and basically turns your body into one of those slip and slides.
That's right.
And it doesn't stop at the butthole.
No, but he was talking about that, and and I never knew this, but they used to do these tests, and they had these study groups come in, and some people had, some people did not have it, and then on the sides of the room where they were testing this product were porta potties. And then there were people volunteering for the study. Well, they may have been. Hopefully, they were getting paid for it. They would take the underwear.
Yeah.
Hello.
So for the physicist amongst you, we're talking about anal leakage. And a company doing research is collecting underwear. It doesn't
for skid marks.
For science.
Yeah. For science.
The weird thing is the
weirdest conversation I've ever had at a birthday party.
The exit for that room led right into the gift shop. And so I'm not making any claims or accusations. I'm just saying that is an odd choice.
Anyway, I've never had a conversation like that at a birthday party.
And I've never had.
Excuse me.
But I'm pretty sure that they just took what was the active ingredient in Tudor's biscuits and mass produced that.
Don't talk about Tudor's biscuit world like that. Tudor's is awesome.
It is, but yeah.
I'm pissed at Marvel. I am pissed at the Avengers.
So what did they do?
I'm pissed at Marvel. They have Kevin Feige. Figaro has determined, they have said, the Russo brothers said that it is absolutely necessary. They are going to re-release Endgame,
they changed
Avengers
the ending.
Endgame, with added footage that directly ties that movie to Avengers Doomsday. And I'm like, you guys have had 6 years.
They're going to have him wake up in a different timeline, becoming Doctor Doom, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but they have
Because I think that's how the comic goes. I haven't read the comic, but I've read stuff that people have written about
I am pissed about this. They've had years to tie in the end game with Doomsday. They've had multiple motion pictures come out, and at the end of every Marvel movie, there's a Marvel close, an end credit scene that shows up.
Well, it's not so much that, it's that the ending was perfect.
Yes, the ending was perfect.
In every way, as being the final movie, the expectations, I laughed out loud and not in a that's funny. I laughed in a oh that's clever type way when I saw what they were doing. They were going back through the series through time.
Yes.
And I thought that's brilliant.
Yes.
That's basically saying we can't top these movies.
Right.
We're just going to take you down the what's that? Not Lover's Lane. Memories Lane. Down the Memories. Lover's Lane's a different version.
Go down lane. They're going to go back in time and have...
I thought that was awesome. And then they tied everything together with everybody coming back.
Yes.
And on your left, and
Avengers
I'm inevitable. I am Iron Man. Snap. Just...
yeah.
You can't...
I know.
Leave it alone.
And now they're going to jump back in there. They're going to George Lucas it and throw in...
It's like re-releasing Shawshank Redemption and adding another couple minutes where the guard comes like to the island. What's up? And now they're all partying. It's like it has nothing to do with anything.
It's Andy and Red and some turtle on the beach a basketball. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't do that.
No. I'm begging them not to.
It's going to be met with resistance. It's going to be just like the beginning of, what is that, the Star Wars episode, I don't know why I'm doing this to you.
The Phantom Menace?
The episode 9 where it starts out with somehow the Emperor returned. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop.
I don't know. I mean, I'll go see it. I do want to see it.
People are not idiots. Everything doesn't have to tie together like that.
Here's an idea.
Go fix the Hulk problem, you jackasses. You got 2 Hulk movies out there. You got nothing to do with each other.
This is what they do. They open Avengers Doomsday like they did Avengers Endgame, because remember watching Endgame and like, where's Hawkeye? Hawkeye ain't in this.
No.
Right? And he opens up Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Open it up with the fighting scene or whatever that you want to.
Yeah, like
at
Rocky.
At the end of Endgame. Yes.
Like Rocky 4,
yes.
right? Didn't they do that?
They did. They opened it, the 5 with the ending of 4.
Or 5, yeah.
Something like that.
One of them.
Yeah. Open up Doomsday from Endgame.
Yeah.
And then you got it all tied in together.
Yeah.
And listen, I went to see it 3 times at the theater or 4 times at the theater. I bought it.
Yeah.
I've got the thing, and then I've watched it I don't know how many times on the mouse on Disney Plus.
The 80s has been like they've been going back and doing the 80s thing. Now we're going into where we're going back and do the 90s thing. Do a montage.
Yeah.
Get Right Said Fred.
You got to have a montage
of all this happening. Have like a cartoony sound with Robert Downey Jr. going, what? Yeah, and then he's yes, exactly. And now he's green. He's like, what the?
Hey, what happened?
Tie it in with Tropic Thunder. Why don't just go all the way?
Yes.
I saw a meme. The meme said it was basically somebody posted on X or somewhere said, imagine if Iron Man were played by a black guy, who would it be? And then the top answer was Robert Downey Jr.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, the perfect cure for the hiccups.
Charlie has gotten into chess. And I thought that's awesome because we bought a Lord of the Rings chess set about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And nobody gave about it. And it wound up collecting dust in the basement. Mm-hmm. So I dug it up.
What characters are the pawns?
They're shields on the...
Okay.
Well, they're the door where he says... Open Sesame or whatever the hell he says, Gandalf.
Open Sesame.
On the good side.
Uh-huh.
And then on Mordor's side, it's the eye.
That's right before they let go of Bill the horse, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the king and queen...
I'm sorry. But of all the characters in that movie, they had such fantastic names. Gandalf and Aragorn and Frodo. And then you got Bill the horse.
Yeah.
Bill was a good horse.
So on the bad side, the king is Sauron.
Okay.
And the queen is Saruman.
Okay.
Because there wasn't really a female...
Right.
Whatever.
So
on the good
that
side...
piece was like the giant eye?
No, Sauron, like how he is at the beginning of Fellowship with the big spiky helm and the mace.
Oh, okay.
And then on the good side, The queen is Arwen, and the king is
Gandalf.
Yeah.
He wasn't king, though.
He wasn't king.
Yeah, Aragorn was.
And he wasn't with Arwen.
Uh-huh.
You know who was king? They made a whole movie about him.
That's right.
About him returning.
The Return of the King.
Yeah,
yes.
Aragorn. But I guess they figured, well, we got to have Gandalf in here somewhere.
Right.
And that's where he is, so it's Gandalf.
I don't agree with that.
And here's another thing that pissed me off.
I would write my congressman.
Here's another thing that pissed me off. The rook, the rook is a little castle piece.
Yes.
On the good side, it's the statues, the big, statues that are doing this, the arm out that they go by in the boats.
Yes, in the boats, yes.
What would be a good thing for the towers for the bad side? They need two of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
No, they didn't do that. They have gargoyles.
Okay. Is Gollum one of the characters?
Gollum is a bishop.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a bishop.
He's a bishop. I forget. Oh, the knights are the ring wraiths. That's awesome.
Oh, yes.
And then the knights on the other side are, I think they're just like the Knights of Gondor.
Now, you see, sorry.
Or they're hobbits. No, I think they're hobbits.
I would never be able to play this because I would keep forgetting which character is which.
Well, it says on the bottom, you lift them up and it shows, like, it tells you what they are.
Who has the time for that?
I know.
So, no, you have to have 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops.
Yeah.
And the king and the queen need to be the same on either side. See, I have a Fantasia chess set that I got when I graduated the college. My mom bought me a Fantasia chess set. And so the hippo is the queen and Mickey is the king and all the broomsticks.
Not Minnie?
No, Minnie Mouse wasn't in Fantasia.
Oh, still. I mean,
all the broomsticks that hold the buckets are the pawns, right? And so that makes sense because you got 8 of them on one side and 8 of them on the other side. And then ain't nobody confused over who's trying to take what. Chess is, I don't know if do you know how to play chess?
I know how to play chess.
I know.
Not well, because that's the next part of the story is Charlie beat the out of me playing chess and then wanted to rub it in. Like, it was clear I couldn't win.
Yeah.
But he hadn't gotten checkmate yet.
Right.
That's like when the check mates the basketball.
I know what check. Yeah, that's right.
So he hadn't gotten that yet. And I'm like, I give up, buddy. He's like, you win. And he's like, no, we keep going until we actually win.
Until blood is on the table.
You had like the 5 or 6 just humiliation moves where I'm just like moving my king around.
Yeah.
Sauron. I wanted to be the dark side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited that he's learned how to play chess, and it's the thing, he just does everything better. Mm-hmm. Both these kids do everything better. They're like, we want to play basketball, and I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of hard. And now they're like Michael Jordaning around all over the place.
Larry Bird.
Charlie's playing baseball now. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
He did the footballs, and I just just doing everything.
Oh Lord, I can't play Jacob anymore with well, they both just destroy me. Excuse me.
Who farted?
They destroy me on any video game that I play. But whenever we play foosball, Libby and I used to play the kids at foosball, and for a while there, it was like all we could do to hang on for dear life. But there were nights where Libby and I actually won, 4 out of 7 games. Yeah. So it was tough. It was tough. It was really, really tough. We're going to go. We want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com and check out every episode we have. Download episode 18.
Yes.
I don't know why it's popular again, but it is. And hey, I hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, we hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
I'm going to go live.
Okay.
I don't want you to get scared.
Okay. Are we going to get in trouble for telling that story?
I am not, because I told it not.
Maybe I'll bleep out their names. And they didn't do anything illegal.
No. And the more we rationalize it here in front of a live audience, the better it can go for us.
Yeah, it's only getting better from here. Yeah. So it wouldn't. So I went back out and sounded like you put a wet beach towel on a tuba.
Mm-hmm. I know you do. That's why I want you to lift your thing up.
When you raise it up, then you get more headroom.
Well, then angle
okay,
down.
That's what I did, and then you go.
There you go. Look at that. That's
good.
Almost good. Yeah, we look kind of like we're in a Spencer's gift.
We do. We're orange.
Just cut all that out.
God.
We're losing viewers. I know. Thank you for keeping me out of it.
Well, I mean,
excuse me.
I had bless you.
3, 2, 1. Unts.
Ties. Feet times the matey. Oh, stop. You can't say that. We're live.
Oh, I didn't want to say the other word. You told me to quit saying that.
I told you once.
I told you once. I've told you 1,000 times. I think it is that. And saturated colors are more comedic. It's science. They are. Saturated colors are funnier.
Hey,
They're
Jim.
funnier. That's why when you go to watch...
I had a great conversation with Jim Timmerman just a week ago.
When you go to see... Who's your favorite comedian? Bargatze.
Nate Bargatze.
He's not got a bunch of drab grays and olives up there. He's got some...
He's wearing like a mustard yellow.
Sometimes when I slurp, I choke.
Good. What the... What was that? It didn't sound like anything. It sounded like the ceiling is possessed.
Did you send me a rundown? Huh?
Did you look at your email?
I liked that show back when it was spontaneous. Now you can just tell Mike's going to say, "Did you send me the rundown?" And then the audience claps and, "Yeah, he said the line. He said the line."
And then I'm going to be in my 80s when we're on our Glostomy tour. and somebody's going to be like, "Say it, Mike, say it." And then I'm going to say, "All right, did you send the rundown?" And yeah. And then every time I lift the mug up, they're going to be like, "Oh, shh." Now, I'm much better at this stuff when we don't have a guest.
I know. I totally listen. It's a good thing this was a good episode with a guest because I think it's our last guest. I think it's the last time we have one.
Do you think he had fun? Do you think
he did have a good time? Yeah.
We got to go because Mikey got to go seep.
Yep.
Right. See you guys.
This encore performance of Why Are Hot Dogs Wet is brought to you by Whoppers All Beef Footlong Hot Dogs. Enjoy.
Did you ever open a package of hot dogs and that weird greasy hot dog water is dribbling out? And you wonder, what's up with that? Why are hot dogs wet? Why are hot dogs wet? Maybe someone told me, but I forget. So why are hot dogs wet? Why can't they be dry? Did some hot dog guy decree from on high? Hot dogs just gotta be wet, don't ask why. Well, I'm still gonna try to find out why are hot dogs wet. Still no answer yet. Hey, I bet our friend the internet would know. Why are hot dogs wet? Why are hot dogs wet? I'll just type it into the search box here and we'll see what we get. Oh, it's returning a lot of results. Look at all this. Why are hot dogs wet? Articles, documents, press releases. Why are hot dogs wet? There's a wealth of information here. Let me start getting into it, see what I can learn. Why are hot dogs wet? Huh, interesting. I hadn't considered that. Oh, and here's a good point as well. Yeah, makes sense. Why are hot dogs wet? I've got to hand it to the processed meat industry. They've put some careful thought into this. Why are hot dogs wet? And you know, come to think of it, I bet a lot of this would also apply to kielbasa. Why are hot dogs wet? All right, well, I feel like I've gotten a good basic overview of the facts. I think my curiosity is satisfied for now, though I will need to do more research at some point. Go back and check the primary sources that are cited in all these articles and documents I was skimming. Why are hot dogs wet? Because, as we know, unfortunately you can't automatically trust information you get from the internet. Anything you read or watch might be a distortion, a mistake, a half-truth, deliberate misinformation or disinformation put out to advance a sinister agenda. And I'm not saying that what I was just reading about hot dogs was necessarily wrong. I'm just saying you have to do your due diligence. Because bad information gets repeated and amplified, often by well-meaning but gullible people. Why are hot dogs wet? And now we've got AI scraping the web and regurgitating quote-unquote information with no capacity to judge whether or not it's valid. AI picks up lies and distortions and uncritically presents them as facts. It even adds more distortions and hallucinations. It's a mess, and it's getting worse. Why are hot dogs wet? You can't even trust what looks like a legitimate video, because now the deep fakes are so convincing and so widespread that you have to be skeptical of anything you watch. Why are hot dogs wet? I'd think that hot dogs would be fairly low on the list of things that criminals and fascists would want to lie about, but who knows? That may just be my own naivete talking. Why are hot dogs wet? And if you think, well then, I'll only trust what I see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears, okay, but we're at a point now technologically where you have to wonder, what if everything we perceive out in the world has been manipulated through cyber trickery that's somehow transmitted directly into our brains? If we're able to form that question, I don't think we can rule out the possibility that everything we think we perceive is an illusion. Why are hot dogs wet? Meanwhile, not only does the social fabric weaken, as we've already seen, but individually we're in danger of losing the core of our humanity. If we're not confident we exist in a tangible, objective world with reliable sensory input and facts, we can't believe in ourselves as coherent, rational beings. Why are hot dogs wet? Yes, it's deeply worrisome, but humans have always been grappling with versions of these questions. For thousands of years, philosophers have pondered, can we trust any so-called knowledge? Does the universe truly correspond to the information we get from our senses? How do we know that we know what we know? Even on a topic like, why are hot dogs wet? So what can we do? I don't know if there's anything ordinary people can do, except just keep going, with caution and skepticism, but also hope and kindness. Maybe eat a hot dog once in a while if you like hot dogs. Keep pushing on. And I don't know if it's heroism, but I think most people, most of the time, do want to persist, even if we don't really understand what we're up against. Because of love, maybe also stubbornness or habit, even curiosity, which once again gets us back to, why are hot dogs? Uh-oh. I was on the G chord so long that my hand cramped up and I couldn't make the D chord. TMI, I guess, right? Though if you're not even sure that's authentic information, how can you judge what's too much? Okay, you know what? I think we've had enough of this. Let's finish it up and get on with our confused lives. Why are hot dogs wet?
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darin Cox production.